This is episode 516. I wrote this with Erica Messer, and we wrote this because Matthew Gubler is directing it. It's his first episode.
Action!
His favourite episodes are always when they're really creepy and there's something scary and weird. So we came up with a husband and wife serial killing team who own a crematorium.
We talked about the Grimm's fairy tales a lot with Matthew and how this is completely Hansel and Gretel. We didn't realize it until we wrote it, but now that we have, it's like this is our own little twisted tale.
Well, looks like somebody's been sleeping in Goldilocks' bed.
It's a very well-written dark piece and deliciously macabre.
I am the dominatrix in the relationship, and Bud is happy to acquiesce. But I'm not really playing her evil per se. I'm playing her like a mom, like a married woman who loves her husband, and this is the ritual, this is what they do, and it's just matter of fact and part of their lives. Believe it or not, I'm able to do it without any judgment of her. Of course, I can only imagine watching this episode. It's gonna be so freaky.
Told you.
There's this weird, twisted love that they have for these kids, that they won't let them go until those children stand up to the parents, as any parent would have when your kid's a teenager. But instead of reprimanding them, they just throw them in an oven.
Well, we're baking today. We're at the crematorium, and I've already put one child to rest in the crematorium earlier in the day. And this is later in the day as the pressure comes in. I can tell that the FBI is on me, that I burn all these toys and everything. I may be gonna burn all 3 children, who knows, but definitely I'm getting rid of this one little girl. And so we're shooting in an actual crematorium, which I've never been in. And it is an oven, basically. It's like a stone oven that they cook pizzas in, except bigger and longer.
We saved the children from the oven, real ovens. Just another typical Tuesday.
Come on, you gotta be kidding.
Good! Beautiful, Beth! Beth! Yes! That. Mwah. Everyone, moving on. Yes. Wonderful, wonderful.
This was like the dream team of casts, honestly. Bud Cort and Beth Grant were at the top of our list, and we were lucky enough to get them. And they just are timeless. They have these faces that are just, they're lovely people, and yet they can do one little move, and it's the creepiest thing you've ever seen. And then with Ann Cusack as Sarah, we couldn't have asked for anything more. She is everything you need her to be.
Charlie!
Her son was abducted, and no one really believes her. She starts drinking, and, you know, she's a mess.
Not hard to profile, is it? You think I'm insane?
It is challenging, you know, to stay dark and have to stay dark, doing it over and over and over again. Something has to be kind of wrong with me, that I want to be so dark and searching for my son and turning into an alcoholic and...
If you didn't believe for all those years that your son was still alive, none of us would be here now.
I would have felt if he was gone.
Ann Cusack and, oh my gosh, Brooke Smith, they were all our #1 choices, and we got all of them. So we're really, really lucky. That doesn't happen a lot.
Charlie. Charlie.
And there's also this wonderful theme of the mother who finds her son, has never given up hope. I think that shows like Criminal Minds deal with life and death issues and the real world and the scary things out there. And if we can sit in our living rooms and we can watch and we can process all these fears that we have, I think it's awesome. I love the way that the show frequently ends with a poem, you know, and of all poets, Emily Dickinson, you know, hope is the thing with feathers.
Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without words and never stops at all.